Let me adjust this. I hope I'm not smacking in your ears. I'm eating some sushi rolls, but let's get into this. How much equity homeowners, right, have lost since May of this year? You all come in, hit that like and share button, right? Like and share button. And this is why I was educating people and informing people about that you're going to see housing market drop going into this recession that will be a depression, something that this generation has never seen. I only read about it in history books, and this is what's so bad about it, because people don't know or study financial history, right? They don't know what are good financial moves to make during this time, because they don't reach back and study the past. 2008, let me clarify, this was not a depression, it was a recession, and it was with the housing market crash. So, homeowners since May of this year has lost 11.7 trillion with the T in equity since last May, right? And I'm sorry, it's last May, so last year. After home prices, check this out, home prices jumped 45%. So people were purchasing home at the lure of getting cheap interest at 2 to 3%, only to overpay 45%. Is that a deal? Is that really a deal? Overpaying 45% to get a 2 to 3% loan. Now, I saw a realtor on Facebook. She did a Facebook Live about now it's still the a good time to buy a home. I would still wait if I could to see the bigger housing market crash that's going to come. I would still wait. I don't know if you all been keeping up with me, but I did a live stream that the credit scoring system has changed to FICO 10T. T is for trending, right? FICO 10T. T is for trending credit scoring for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So now it's a different scoring system that's going to look at not only your credit score, but it's going to tie in your income, your resilience score at the same time. They're going to look at the probability of your job not being affected by the recession, aka depression, what field you are working in. You know that tech companies right now are laying off by the thousands. Jeff Bezos is laying off a lot. A lot of people tell people to pursue technology, and you can, but right now tech field is doing massive layoffs. So technology is going to start booming, really start booming whenever the Fed, in my opinion, introduce FedCoin, and then more cryptocurrency, virtual technology is going to be used and enhanced. So in September of this year, home prices fell from month to month basis for the third month in a row. Since July, the median home price has dropped $11,660. This historic run-up, so that means people were investing in homes and buying homes at the top peak of high prices. $1.5 trillion again has vanished, according to this article by CNBC. Now, if you know that your job is safe and secure, if you know that you or your spouse won't relocate for some years, then maybe getting in at 2 or 3% interest, but overpaying 45% will work out for you. Because even though I see a housing market crash, it's just going to probably go back to somewhat normal prices. I don't see this dirt cheap real estate available in the near future. Not just dirt cheap. And you have all of these BlackRock, all of these corporations, companies coming in and buying the real estate that's really is going to bring back the most return on your investment. And buying up blocks where it's apartment houses, the average person that's just not getting into rental, they'll have maybe 4 houses or something, 5 or 6 houses spread out over, right? But the more sophisticated investors looking for apartment homes and things of that nature, so they can have massive cash flow coming from one location and not spread out of different various locations, right? Those are the type of deals that I'm looking for as well. And so, with that being said, if you got a home at the peak of the market, I hope you don't have to move within the next 5 to 6 years. I hope realtors who made high profits off of this and mortgage lenders as well, I hope they have their cash that they didn't splurge their money and they're going to use it wisely. The higher commissions that were made during this booming market, because we know as you look at the cryptocurrency market right now, anything that has a massive high bubble, right? That has a massive high bubble is going to have a big fall, a big crash, and that's what it has happened to the housing market, and 401ks, and crypto has crashed. But I purchased more crypto today. Bitcoin is at its lowest it's been in 2 years at 16,000. And this is because I know the future use and the usage of Bitcoin and other blue chip cryptocurrencies. And just like if a pair of red bottom shoes was going on sale, or some type of, designer clothing was going on sale that I wanted, I buy the sales, I buy the deal. But this is also why I've been telling people about silver in particular over gold, so you can have those tangible assets. Tangible assets. And this is why I've also been informing people to always study the market and market trends, because people are making investing moves like this and buying real estate and houses that are 45-50% overpriced. Some people did more than that, and they've lost all equity. And so if a loss of income happens, right, or something of that nature, they can't even leverage or take out equity in their home to use to secure other cash flow and investing opportunities. Now, what most people don't know is that I would rather purchase a property, a house, that's 75% cheaper or 75% and get more built-in equity up front, which a lot of people did not do because they overpaid 45%, at a 6 or 7% interest rate, than to be locked in at a 2 or 3% interest rate and overpay 45%. Let me say this again. I would rather purchase in real estate a home or whatever residential property that I can get 45 to 50% off the asking price with built-in equity up front. There's a lot of people right now buying rental houses that has no built-in equity. They're buying them in the hood, and it has no equity in it. They just buying it because somebody's telling them, yeah, I can sell this to you, and look at this cash flow that I'm getting. See, I've been getting Apple Pay or however way they take payments. I've been getting this cash flow for years. This tenant has been a good tenant, and they know the livelihood of that tenant job being taken away is very high. Excuse me. They know that tenant job being taken away is very high, or they know that as inflation increases, and even this may be a low-income tenant, now when food and gas and grocery prices increase, that this tenant might tell them, I can't afford this rent payment, so they get rid of these houses because they're trying to cash out because they know they have low-quality tenants, and you got people that's really buying them from them at this point in the market. So I would rather have 6 or 7% interest rate with built-in equity in a house and not overpaying, because why? When you learn that you can make principal payments, that means, like my mortgage right now, I used to be with JP Morgan Chase, and they would not allow me to do it. But they changed they sold the mortgage, which was assigned to about 2 years ago, to another mortgage company, and it allows me to make principal-only payments. So me getting that upfront equity, if I wanted to, I could pull out that, if I wanted to, equity, or I can take the cash flow from the tenant with that built-in equity and make principal payments on my mortgage, and I will not be paying double the amount of my mortgage back. And that's something you all need to inquire about. If you have a mortgage, you need to inquire with your mortgage lender and ask, can I make principal-only payments? I don't care if it's just $100 a month. You need to make some payments towards the principal of that mortgage, because that eats away, because our mortgage loans are interest front-loaded. So that it eats away from all of the interest that they front-loaded on your mortgage. Right now, for example, if your mortgage amount is like $1,500, which is cheap, but let's just say it is, then $800 to $900 is maybe going towards the interest. And then if you still have the PMI, private mortgage insurance, you add in that in, and then you add in escrow. So you might not be making but $300 to $400 towards the actual loan itself that you borrow from the banks. So this is just financial education that people should learn and know. And so this is why today I bought more crypto, because it's on sale. And people do just the opposite. They buy things like homes at the top of the market because they look at the interest rate, but they don't see that they're losing, because you're overpaying 45% in exchange for a 2-3% loan. You're still losing. You just pay more money up front for a lower loan repayment at 2 to 3% interest. You just pay. They just uploaded. See, the interest is not added into the mortgage loan. It's added into the purchase. They say, okay, we're not going to charge 6 or 7%. We'll charge 2-3% to repay it, but we're going to add it on the purchase price. That's not winning. That's not winning, in my opinion. Unless you can make principal payments and not pay all of that mortgage interest rate back at one time. If I was in front of my laptop, I would break down a mortgage interest rate calculator. People would be stunned at how much you would pay back. Like a $200,000 house, you'll pay back almost $400,000 because you're paying double interest, right? It doesn't matter if it's a 15-year or 30-year. You're not making principal payments. You're still paying double the interest. So then a lot of people try to refinance their loans, which, that doesn't work because then you're tackled with fees, refinancing fees, and other surcharges. So they just rename it. And this is why I told people, if you have cash, wait until this crash really happens. Then you can get real estate for as cheap as I'm getting crypto today. So yeah, Bitcoin is at 16,000. Hasn't been that low in 2 years. But it is the future of money. So when you're getting in something that cheap, inexpensive, the future of money. And also, this is why I told people to get in silver. I gave them 2 options. That's why you see the Queen of Coins silver, where you can get silver at wholesale price, and you can create extra income. At the same time, you can't do that through SD Bullion or JM Bullion or AmpMex, right? You can only do it through this company and business. Who does not? Everybody needs extra income right now because inflation has increased to about 6,000 more per year. So no one can tell me you don't need the extra income, and you're not going to get the extra income. You got a spider web on my mailbox by working a second job, because you still hit with taxes out of your paycheck, and I still help people increase their take-home pay from their job or increase their tax deductions if they're small business owners. When you increase your tax deduction, people, you are in essence creating more passive income for yourself. So I'm just signing off $11 trillion in equity loss. In equity loss since May of 2021. This is why I told you all that you were over praying for house. All right, you all. I made it to the house. Y'all have a great, great evening. And I definitely may live stream later tonight about why the crypto market is in red when I get in front of my laptop. Y'all have a great evening. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that like and share button on Facebook and YouTube. And let's get rich in this recession. Queen out.